What's good, y'all? It's Main Boxing Biker. We got to talk about what's happening in boxing right now, man. This era of boxers that we have and this era of fans, like, it don't seem to match up to the days that I grew up watching boxing. I started watching boxing in the 90s. I'm an 80s baby. I started watching boxing in the 90s. And I'll be honest, man, the joint is looking shaky the way these fighters and the way these, these fans are acting. So we got a lot of fighters who just like non-confrontational, who don't want no type of problems with the other boxer. They want to be buddy-buddy with the next boxer. And to me, when you buddy-buddy, you're going to get a type of fight like we had with Shane Mosley and Manny Pacquiao. If Pacquiao hit Mosley, he shake his head like, yeah, you got me. And Mosley hit Pacquiao, he shake his head, yeah, you got me. And they're tapping gloves every minute. And, it just looked like a stupid fight because these two dudes is not in there to take each other's heads off. But then we got dudes like Wilder, and we got dudes like Errol Spence, and, some of these fighters that are talking greasy to these other fighters like, holla at me. And then we got fighters sitting here saying, oh, like even the Charlos is getting grimy with dudes. And then we got the Charlos trainers talking about, oh, I'm not going to give them a fight because they disrespectful. My man, boxing is a disrespectful sport. What's gentlemen like about boxing? Both dudes, in fact, should be coming in there with intentions to knock the other dude unconscious in front of a bunch of people. In front of his family, his kids, his friends, his fans, his enemies, everybody. He's out there trying to knock your head off or knock you unconscious in front of your peoples. What's gentleman-like about that? There's nothing gentleman-like about that. We got to cut this out, man. This is a vicious sport. And the fact that a lot of these dudes is sitting there talking about, oh, I won't fight this guy because he's disrespectful. Why these dudes honking horns, man? Anyways, the fact that these dudes is talking about, I won't fight this dude because he's disrespectful, that showed to me you scared. If you're scared, say you scared, go in the house. Don't be out here talking this, oh, I'm a boxer, I'm willing to take on any competition, when in fact, no, you're willing to take on selective competition. There's dudes out here that some of these dudes need to fight and they're not fighting them. Everybody want the other man to be politically correct and come at him in a nice aspect and beg for a fight. Nah, man, I'm not used to boxing being like that. It's a crude sport. Dudes is out here to take each other's heads off. There's dudes that don't make it out the ring. There's a lot of fighters that die after the fights. So this gentleman thing that Abel Sanchez is talking about and Anthony Joshua talking about Wilder's disrespectful and, these are reasons why these dudes won't get the fight. It's like crazy because let's be honest. Errol Spence was nothing but respectful to Keith Thurman from day one. And all he did was say, I want to fight Keith. I want to fight Thurman. And what happened? He still didn't get the fight. So to me, when I try something and it fails, and I'm trying the nice approach and they keep failing, then I'm going to start trying the cruddy approach. I'm going to get greasy in there. I'm going to you got to get vicious and gangster and violate these dudes. That's what I'm saying. I feel like these dudes just got to start violating them. Yo, Wilder needs to go to Joshua fight and call Joshua out and punk Joshua in front of everybody. I think then and only then, Joshua would take the fight. Same thing with Spence. Spence got to violate Keith Thurman, son. I've been saying it from day one. You got to violate him. The nice approach has failed. Being a gentleman and a quiet dude has failed. Thurman's still saying you got to do more. I don't know what else he wants you to do. It's crazy how these dudes would say you ain't beat nobody, but yeah, let me fight you then so I can beat you. How about that? It's like they're giving these dudes, oh, I ain't trying to fight you because you didn't beat this person. Who did you really beat? Who did you really this? Who did you really that? Then jump in the ring. If that's the case, you jump in the ring and let's see it happen. I ain't beat nobody, so let me get an opportunity to show you that I can beat you. Since you're saying that, I ain't nice enough or whatever the situation is. But that's just duck tactics, man. These dudes is a lot of ways to duck. Pricing yourself out is a way to duck. Saying you ain't beat nobody is a way to duck. Just like credit. This shit is really just like credit, man. When you ain't got credit, it's worse than bad credit, it seems like. But then nobody wants to give you the opportunity to build credit. And you're like, yo, all I need is a chance to show that I can actually do it. But they won't give you the opportunity. But when you finally get the credit, then a lot of these credit card companies is willing to send you credit cards and all this extra stuff. And I feel like it's the same thing with boxing. When you do get the belts and you got all the belts, and you know, you done achieved everything you should achieve, then everybody want to come, oh, let me fight you, like they wanted to fight Floyd, just because they know Floyd was going to viciously beat them down because of his brittle hands. But when Floyd was the man, none of them wanted no smoke. And it's the same thing. Earl Spence did everything Keith Thurman wanted him to do, and Keith Thurman is still ducking. So it's at the point where you just got to violate him. Like I say, you got to Mr. T him. Hey woman, violate their wives, man. You got to violate these dudes, Adrian. That's the only way. Violate their Adrian or whatever the little chick name is. Violate her, and then maybe they might get the courage to step in the ring, man. Anyways, I'm out.